Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Sunday Rise. This morning, you get to rise up with us because there's no better place to start your week than to start your week right here at the Sunday Rise with the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. If you don't know or you missed it last night, the WrestleManiacs were in rare form last night. So they did their thing at 9 p.m. We'll probably get 5 commercials of that today. Don't worry about it. But the WrestleManiacs, hey, the mothership, they are what they are, baby. Also today, we get to talk about the NBA playoffs, and there's a moment that was so near and dear to my heart last night. Oh my gosh, yes indeed. We got the NBA playoffs update. We got the Kentucky Derby results. The NHL playoffs. We got some words from some guy named MR. I think they call him the Midnight Rider. We'll see what he's talking about. Then at some point today, I think around 11:45, we got crab cakes with Coach. So Coach Devon is going to jump in with us, give us his crab cakes of choice. We'll probably throw in some places that we've gone to go along with that. After all that's said and done, I'm the Midnight Rider. What you see on my tag, that's it in French. That's the big guy, KG. He's the host extraordinaire. He's the man that makes this thing work. He's, in his own words, I think he's the straw that stirs the drink. And with that being said, I'm gonna pass it over to the straw and let him get to stirring the drink.
Good morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to the Sunday Rise. Coach Mark already checking in. Starting my week off right with the crew. Goddamn right.
That's right.
And I tell Coach Mark this, hell of a win against Georgia day before yesterday in the league, man. You still got a chance. So, man, it's been one of those weekends where it's just like so much going on. You getting whiplash trying to get back to everything.
Yeah.
But we're going to get to words from MR because I really want to hear what these words are. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's give it up for the Midnight Rider, everybody.
Yeah, this the original thought for the segment was superseded by a conversation I had with a friend, and I want to share it with you. I want to share it with people that coach. They sent me a message yesterday. Said, jack of all trades, master of none, laughing out loud. So I said, you're doing great. Sometimes you don't turn water into wine. It's more about making waves than making wine. Now, those words, if you want me to break them down for you, is real simple. It's sometimes the miracle doesn't happen. Sometimes it's the impact, and that's the rock going and making waves. The making of the waves is more important than the miracle because those people that you touch in the moments take more from you than the person, that one big miracle, that one big thing that happens. So that was the whole point of that, because turning water wine happened once. That's not what defines Jesus in his legacy. His legacy is the moment, all the moments he touched, and those were the moments he was making waves, not making wine. That's the Midnight Rider's word for the day.
I love it. Now, I gotta get to this comment. Coach Mark said past the midnight.
Hey, it's Sunday morning, baby.
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, now that we got the serious thing out the way, let me see if I can find this real quick. Let's get to the other part of this. Things happened yesterday, and a certain team was eliminated from the playoffs. And it made me think of a great song. Now, sometimes they sing it in church, sometimes they sing it in Sister Act 2, But the words of the song goes, "Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed." And KG, you can say, "When Jesus washed." Oh, when he washed. When Jesus washed, he washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. This opening was brought to you by Sister Act 2 and the Boston Celtics. And now we may go on and proceed with the rest of the show.
Well,
you guys see the I got a picture of Timothy Watkins in Cancun with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum on Facebook.
well, we gonna hold it right there. Let's talk about that because that's crazy. The 76ers 109, the Celtics 100. Gotta go to this. Gotta break this game down. Pushing P gave you 13, and B gave you 34. Maxey gave you 30. Your boy VJ Edgecombe gave you 23. For the Celtics, Jaylen Brown gave you 33. White gave you 26. Hauser gave you 11. And Quetta gave you 17. I'm going to say this.
Say it.
The Boston Celtics did not want this. They didn't want this win. They weren't hungry.
Not hungry.
And I'm going to tell you why they weren't hungry.
Tell me why.
It was 99-98. 76ers. The Celtics had the ball. They had the numbers on the break. And this is something that pisses me off so bad in basketball today. You'll push the ball when you don't have the numbers, but you'll walk it up when you have the numbers and allow the defense to get back on in transition. It's 99-98. You had a man running down the middle of the floor with his hand up. That all you had to do was whip a pass in, lay it in. It's 100-99. Play a little defense. You got this.
But what
Three
happened?
possessions in a row, they settled for 3-pointers instead of settling for a mid-range, a layup, something. They settled for 3-pointers. I love Steph Curry tremendously. And I always say he ruined the game of basketball by being so damn good. Because now everybody thinks they can play like he plays. You cannot. Boston lost their identity in this series. They lost who they were. This is the first time since 1982 that the Philadelphia 76ers have beat the Boston Celtics in the series.
Well, maybe Moses Malone will walk back through that door. Andrew Toney will walk back through that door. Julius Irving will walk back through that door. 1982, baby. Bobby Jones can walk through that door. I'm sorry.
This is no. And Boston had nothing. Tatum was out. They got 13 from Pritchard off the bench.
No. Go back and do me one favor. There's a crazy part of this stat line. Just read me the scores from the 5 Boston Celtics starters.
33, 0, 0, 0, 26.
Say it one more time.
33, 0, 0, 0, and 26.
Say it one time for the lady in the back who didn't turn to her neighbor and say good morning. Give it to me one more again.
33, 0, 0, 0, and 26.
That's a problem, man. That's the problem right there. I know you said that 99 and 98 and those 3 3-pointers was the issue, but for 3 starters, not a bench player, not a bench guy. We talking about starters. Guys getting premium minutes and they got zeros by their name. That can't happen. Shouldn't happen. Can't do it. Can't win with it. Won't do it. Won't win with it. Just can't do it.
Now I'm gonna give you something. Guards only played 9 minutes. Ron Harper Jr. only played 4.
Okay.
But Devin White played 45. Jaylen Brown played 40. Off the bench, Hauser and Quetta played 30 and 33. Pritchard played 39. If you weren't going to play these guys as starters, what did you start them for?
It's probably matchups.
Yeah, matchups didn't work. You still lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
Now that you've done the Soup Nazi, I ask you to take your box score and go over to the little section that says the 3-point shooting. And you just go all the way down. You ain't got to say all the individuals. I want to know what the total 3-point shooting for the Boston Celtics were.
13 of 49, 26.5% from behind the arc.
Can't win.
Wait. Let me say that again. Because this right here makes my blood boil. I wanted to say something else, but this is a family show. This right here makes my blood boil. 13 of 49. So what you're telling me is you decided to chuck up 49 threes in a game. You only hit 13. I don't know what it is, but when you're not knocking down the three-pointer, you find another way to score. You go get your three-pointer by old-fashioned way, which is going to the lane, getting fouled, and getting 3 at the line. You learn how to shoot the mid-range. You dump it inside and do it. When the 3 is not working, you still have to find a way to keep pace. You got to have something other than the 3-ball. Boston relied too heavily on the 3-ball, but then you were only shooting 39% from the floor.
KG, it was this is Boston. This is how Boston loses in the playoffs. When I sit, maybe I'll do the next comic, and I sit little Jaden 5 rider down, and I'm gonna talk to her how the Celtics only shoot threes. And if they're not hitting the 3, they can't win. They won't win. That's the story of them. The last 3 years, their 3-point, they've been defined, shaped by it, molded by it. The 3-point shot. That's what they are. They don't take 2s. They don't like 2s. And I made a statement this week, and I know we're going to touch on some other games. So this statement is going to apply across many borders, across many pews in the church this morning. But I hear about how skilled and how dynamic and how much better this game is. But when this game is played in the last 2 minutes, it's played like straight ass. And I'm going to say it that way. It is played horribly. I've never watched 2 minutes of basketball and been so disappointed than I've been the last couple of nights. And it's just like, and even overtime. Like, we don't like 2s. I mean, I know the scouting thing says, oh, you can only take certain many shots. But the game on the line, that's more important than the analytics. Like, you gotta sometimes play basketball. You can't be robots. Basketball is natural. Basketball has a rhythm to it. Basketball has a feel. And when you feel that beat, then you too can ride the boogie. And you can share that beat of love. Because basketball will rock with you all night. But it's just like, I just don't get it. Like, they don't understand that sometimes when you're not hitting the 3-pointer, it's like they don't have a default mode to go get a bucket, to go get a 2, to go to the rim and get fouled. Like, that's like a lost art. When I watched the last part of this game, it was just like, yo, what are we doing here? Like, it doesn't make sense. The 3 threes you're talking about, the missed guy going down the middle of the lane. Like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna get off my soapbox.
I agree with you 1,000%. This is one of them times where analytics should have been thrown out the window. And I don't, analytics for certain situations is cool, but basing analytics on your whole entire game plan is a terrible strategy. Because sometimes in-game adjustments have to happen. Well, we can't make that adjustment because the analytics said this is what they're going to do, and they're going to do it like this, and they're going to fuck all that. I like what you said. Play basketball. Play basketball.
Yo, Coach Mark, right there with us, man. Boston really said they can shoot their way out the hole and couldn't hit to save their lives. Yes, sir. Facts. Straight facts, man. It's sad when I watch this stuff, man. Because I mean, you know me, man. I love basketball, man. We sit here and we'll talk basketball and we'll chop it up, and it's just like no matter what, like there's just something special about basketball. Like, you know, you got who you love. You love Rabbit, you love the old timers and everything. And you know, I love me some Tom Izzo. And it's just like, why do we play basketball this way? Like, I understand that the three is more important than two to most people, but when you're struggling, like, you know what it is? I'm gonna make this analogy, and it shouldn't be made this morning, but because this is a family show, but this makes sense. Sometimes when you was younger and you went to the bar, and I'm not talking you, KG, I'm just talking about young men in general. Sometimes you go home from the bar or from a night out and you pull the 10. And Red Fox said, I had a 10. No, it wasn't Red Fox. It was in the movie Ali. Jamie Foxx was Bundini, and he said, well, I ain't never had a 10, but I had 5 2s. Sometimes you got to settle for the 2s, baby. That's all I'm saying. It's late night. You want some companionship. Sometimes you got to lay with the 2. And sometimes these teams don't understand that. You got to sometimes, in the words of Denzel Washington, I'm coming home with something. That's all I'm saying, KG. You got to come home with something.
Oh, well, I agree with that.
The analytics, they say you're going to be down 2-2 in the first quarter.
Sometimes you got to be bigger than analytics. But another closeout game, which I knew was going to happen anyway, that was your Lakers winning 4-2 over the Houston Rockets. Game 6 was 98-78.
Who?
Your Lakers.
Who? That's a shout out to New Day. I think they just got released or had a mutual departure from WWE.
Yep.
Can we put that towards the end of the show? Because y'all talked about on WrestleManiacs, and I didn't want to be a pest and jump in last night. So I want to drop some comments on that towards the end of the show. So if you can put that in the rundown towards the end, I appreciate that, brother.
Gotcha. For the Lakers, LeBron James had 28, Hachimura had 21, Reeves had 15. Everybody else scored in single digits. For the Rockets, Eason had 14, Seagun had 17, Shepard had 10, Thompson had 18. They got really much of nothing. But here's a question. Would that game have been different if Kevin Durant played?
I was about to say something, and I can't say it. It's a family show. But it starts along the lines of, if my aunt had a blank, she'd be my uncle. So to me, it don't matter in this situation. They could have had whoever they wanted. If you get 20 from Hachimura, I just think that's me talking to you. That's just something that you were supposed to do. I'm not a big Rui guy, but I think Rui's one of those guys that if he ever gets comfortable being uncomfortable, he could be a better basketball player. Like, he could be more consistent and make things happen. His problem is, I just think every night he doesn't know that's his 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And he got to show up every day at work. I think sometimes he just puts in his leave slip, and just doesn't come to the building. And when he does show up, the Lakers are a much better team. And I know it's hard for him to get shots in rhythm because you got 3 basketball dominant players on your team. And sometimes you get the grenade. And I call the grenade, for those that are uninitiated to our show, the grenade is when somebody passes you the basketball with under 5 seconds left on the shot clock. All you can do is pull the pin and let it fly. And those aren't quality shots. And I know he gets a bunch of those. But it's just, if he ever just said, hey, I'm going to do all the little things. If he ever did that, he would average 15 and 10. On his worst night, he would average 15 and 10. I saw a podcast one day, and it was like, I think it was Richard Jefferson and Kenya Martin. I don't know who was saying it, but it was one of those 2 guys. And they were talking about how Jason Kidd was the easiest basketball player they ever played with, because all you had to do was, he used to tell you, I'm going to get you 10. I'm going to get you 10 easy. If you run with me, you're going to get 10 points tonight, just off of the running with me. So all you got to do is make up the rest, when you get your touches inside the offense. And I think that's what Rui doesn't get. Like, if he does some of that stuff, I think he'd be a better ball player.
So if he does the intangibles, if you will.
Yes. Or if if Larry Michael was talking about him, it'd be the skin tangibles.
Skin tangibles.
Larry Michael, no S.
I'm
sorry, KG. I'm sorry.
I love it. Don't be sorry. I love it. The Lakers will play OKC in the next round. A lot of people saying that's going to be a cakewalk for OKC. I'm going to say this, because I know you guys are going to break it down on Wednesday on Nothing But Net, where you take everybody around the association in 30 minutes.
Speaking of Nothing But Net, we got a special guest this week. JG, John Graham, University of Maryland player. He's a legacy of University of Maryland. His pops played there. I think it was 79 to 83. JG does Club JG podcast. He's also a part of the Highly Opinionated Crew. We're going to bring him in because we want to get his inside thoughts on basketball. So we're going to have a 4-man. We're going to have a 4-man offense on Wednesday night. So be prepared for that. Also Tuesday night, I want to just knock out some stuff on the show side. I'm sorry. I don't mean to divert the show or take a detour, but some of this needs to be said. Monday drive time comes on. Matty Ice did an excursion this week. Matty Ice traveled from Cleveland, or from Ohio, I should say, to Carolina to watch game 1. I think Jared, Sarah, the wives, Maddie, and Vic all went to the game. I know we have video of it. I tried to load the video up. I couldn't get it on the show because we would have played it this morning. Maddie did send us a nice video of them starting their traverse back to Ohio this morning. So we want to give him just all the traveling mercies and all the love, because we appreciate him going out there and doing it and chronicling it for us yesterday. Also, we got Pretenders and Contenders tomorrow, 7 p.m. with Coach Devon Powell, and you'll see Coach Devon Powell at probably 11:45 with his crab cakes conversation. Tuesday, that's a sheet. I don't know what goats do, but we got the GOAT conversation on Unapologetic Sports. So KG, we might want to bump back to 8 for Tuesday, the Tuesday night flight, if you cool with that, and we give them a little more runway so they can look at that airport turns Tuesday night flight, give them a little more runway. Never mind. But we can give them a little bit more time because they are doing what I think is going to be a very heated, interesting conversation. They're doing GOAT talk on Unapologetic. I think they're going to do it back-to-back weeks because I don't think they're going to get enough time to get that whole conversation in. So That's at 6:30 on Tuesday. Then at 8 o'clock, Tuesday night flight with me and this guy here. And then Wednesday, like we said, nothing but net. And then we come to the penultimate on Thursday, the Friday Eve show, at 7:15. There you go, KG. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Don't be sorry. Where was I at? Oh, we got a couple of game sevens today. Somehow, some way, the Magic and the Pistons have gone to 7 games. That's at 3:30 today. And then the Raptors and Cavaliers has gone to 7 games, and that is at 7:30 today. Conference semis don't start until tomorrow. You got game 1 of the the Knicks and the 76ers at 8 tomorrow. Timberwolves Spurs at 9:30. And then Tuesday, the Lakers Thunder at 8:30, but you'll have a game at 7, but that's determined on who wins the 2 game sevens today.
Can we indulge in a little talk about this what is this? The 2 game sevens today.
Yes.
All right. So Orlando and Detroit. This was the starter of my disgust with 2-minute offense and basketball, because their game 6 should not have ended the way it did, but unfortunately it did end the way it did because these 2 teams were terrible in the last 2 minutes. It's almost like, when Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, it's Daffy Duck, and they're going like rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season. That's what it feels like. It's like, but instead of them saying like rabbit season, duck season, it's like you win, and it's like no, you win, no, you win, and I just don't get that style of basketball they play now, where you don't either put the basketball in your best players' hands and let them lead the way. It just doesn't make sense to me, bro. It really doesn't make sense. Detroit should win this. In the end of the day, they're the better team. They just can't shoot. And then the problem is they all want to shoot. Like, if you can't shoot, what did John tell the boy one day? He said, Pat said, do you shoot that in practice? Because I don't see you practicing that shot. Like these guys just, I don't get it, man. Oh man, this is so much old man shaking his fist at the cloud. You can go ahead and pick up the corner.
You say it's old man, but it's the truth, because I hear a lot of young cats saying, I don't understand why they didn't just take the jumper right there. I don't understand why they don't take the best available shot. It does not have to be a 3. Everything drawn up does not. If you don't need 3 right away, you don't need 3. And then I don't understand what's up with these cats and this intentional fouling. Like, y'all don't know how to foul no more.
Nah.
Because they chasing somebody around. I'm not chasing you around. I'm going to shove you one good time and get called for the foul. And, hey, raise the hand. You're going to do one or 2 things. You're either going to get up and be angry, or you're going to go shoot your 2 free throws. Which one you going to do?
What's this?
I don't understand. I don't get it. But
and then Cleveland versus Toronto. This should be Cleveland. Like, Cleveland, I don't know. And I'm going to say this way, because I don't think they play each other. But there's no way we should walk away from this Eastern Conference and not have the Cavs versus the Knicks. Like, they putting it on the plate for you. The only thing they didn't do is, I know when you go to certain restaurants and you get the tomahawk, they slice it for you. That's the only thing the NBA hasn't done. They put everything on the plate for you. If Teddy was around and it was the little sweet potatoes that Teddy loves, you know what I'm talking about. You seen the picture of Teddy. Yeah. And Jared got to feed him the sweet potato, whatever it is, the Gerber joint. Like, that's what the NBA has done for the Knicks and the Cavs. What more do you want? What more do you want? You got it right there. All you got to do is take advantage of it. Sorry.
the way these teams play, they play like they skate. And my saying is always, if you skate, go to church. But you really don't have to play like you skate. You've been playing this game your whole life. To play like you're scared, and it's like they're scared to lose, they're scared to fail. You're gonna miss shots, but you gotta leave. You gotta leave, no doubt. I don't understand it. I don't understand none of this stuff. I guess that's why it's so hard for me to watch the NBA. Keeping with the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Uh-oh. We got the NHL playoffs in full swing. As mentioned before.
Did we cover the West outside of the Lakers?
Everything was already wrapped up in the West. We did that on Thursday.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Everything was already wrapped up. Everything was wrapped up.
I'm operating on a frequency right now that my mind's just everywhere today. So,
as mentioned before, Carolina Hurricanes beat the Flyers 3-0 in game one yesterday. Maddie and crew was there. Tonight you got Canadians versus Lightning, which is a game 7. The Golden Knights win their series against the Mammoth 4-2. Sabres win their series 4-1 over the Bruins. Anaheim beats the Oilers 4-2 in their series. And Minnesota wins their series 4-2. So only thing everybody waiting on, and of course the Flyers beat the Penguins because they're playing the Hurricanes. Everybody just waiting on game 7 to get going, and that's at 6 p.m. today. I said this a couple of days ago when Maddie was on. We had a lot of overtime games this first round. That's a lot. This is playoff hockey. This is what you live for.
Yeah, it is. The playoffs have been very close, and I think we got another close set of games this week. I always say playoff hockey is one of the best things to get. And Chris Russell, you can appreciate something without dogging the other sports. Just so you know, Chris. Just gonna put that out there for you, buddy. But yeah, this playoff has been great. I think if you did a bracket, whether it's basketball or hockey, your bracket's shot. It is shot. Good God Almighty. Canadians play who tonight? The Lightning, right?
Yes.
All right. Because my name is in French, I'm gonna go with the Canadians to win it tonight. Montreal. I think that's how they say it. I'm not initiated enough to actually say that correctly, but we'll go with Montreal. Other thing is, I think we're going to get some good matchups. Anaheim, I'm happy for John Carlson because he's actually, I think he had a hat trick in one of the playoff games. So he's doing big stuff. I'm just watching. I'm reveling in this. This is, like I said, the best time of year, and I wish the Caps were there.
I wish the Caps were there too, but this is where I'm at and what I'm dealing with. But I think we're gonna get a good second round, and when it comes to NHL. But the playoffs, let's not take nothing away from the NBA. The playoffs period right now have been really, really good.
It's like the NBA.
Anybody else noticed that?
Say that one more time.
The playoffs as a whole, from NBA to NHL and back, have been really, really good.
They have, on the NBA side, they've had their moments. On the NHL side, they've been killing it consistently. I see we got a guest now. Do you want to hit commercial break and then bring the guests on and do Kentucky Derby and crab cakes?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, go ahead.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. So we're not gonna do no WrestleManiac talk, but short break, and we'll be right back.
I think he just went off the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sideline Junkie Sunday Rise. It is Sunday, and we rise up on Sunday. There's no better way to start your week than with the Sunday Rise. Here we go. We have Coach Devon jumping in with us. We're at that time now. Since he was our expert, I forgot the name you gave him the other day from the John Thompson show. So if you want to take this part
Joe McKay.
He's gonna give us quick on the Kentucky Derby results real quick. Coach, you want to take that away?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, there. You good now?
Oh, okay.
You good?
My bad. I'm on the road, so if I go in and out, man, I apologize ahead of time.
No problem, man.
How y'all feeling today?
We good. How you feeling, man?
Hey, man, it's just another day in the neighborhood, man. Another day in the neighborhood.
Doing wonderful. You gotta change the headrest though. Yeah, you gotta change that.
Never that.
I'm gonna get you a Notre Dame one. Don't worry about it.
Oh man, I'd rather walk through shit. Hey man, so
I love this.
Talk about the Derby yesterday, man. You know, I ain't win no damn money.
What was that? Tempo or something that won it?
Say that again.
Who won it? It was Tempo.
Yeah. God dang it, I'm drawing a blank. I'm supposed to be the expert on here right now, and I forgot the damn what was his name.
I'll pull it. Don't worry about that.
No,
I know he came. Go ahead.
That show you how I never even looked at this horse at all leading up to yesterday. First of all, I didn't think he only got into the race late this week because of some scratches that occurred. And so I really never paid attention to him.
It's Golden Tempo.
Yeah, Golden Tempo. There it is right there. And to be honest, like the race set up perfectly for him. Like you had decent speed at the front, coming out the gate, and Ortiz ran a hell of a race. Ortiz was just able to just sit back. Jose Ortiz was just able to sit back and save his horse until that stretch run. And it seemed like he kicked it into a second gear coming down the stretch. Like even when they turned at the top of the stretch, you could see him moving, but I was like, okay, he's not going to get there. Like he's not going to be able to cover that much ground. Boy, was I mistaken, because he closed on that, and I never thought Renegade was going to be there. I told y'all the other night I had concerns about him being in that one spot. And if you look at the start of the race, when they broke out the gate, he got bounced around and he got pinned down in that one spot. Right. But his jockey did something very smart. He didn't keep him down against the rail. He let the pack go, and he settled behind that front pack, and he moved him like, I say 2-3 clicks off the rail, man, and it was perfect. It set up for him, and he ran a great race. He just got caught down at the wire. So and then the third place horse, was Ocello, something like that.
Ocelli, something like that.
Ocelli, yeah. Never looked at that horse, but the triple, if you had those first three horses, that paid over $11,000 off a dollar bet. Off a dollar bet. That's not even a $2 bet. That was a dollar bet. Trifecta paid $11,000.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, baby. I tell you, man. Now I saw the recap. And I just saw ESPN did a great job. They gave you an overhead shot of the race, and you can see Tempo working his way through him and Renegade. And it's like you said, and it's I was listening to the expert that Chris had on, and he said something about it's about the horse. I don't like that theory. I think it's about the jockey. I think the jockey can make, if you got the right jockey and the horse is comfortable with him, the horse will stay in stride with the jockey and do exactly what the jockey asks him to do.
So most of the time, I would agree with Chris to say it's about the horse. But in a race like this, with so many horses in the race and so many
Mm-hmm.
circumstances to navigate through, it's a crowded field. And on average, an average horse race will have 7 to 10 horses in it. So yeah, you got the better horse 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time you're gonna win with the better horse. But in a race like this, your jockey has to be able to navigate through all the conditions that they face. And that's not an easy task. I mean, those horses are running. Um, we talking about going a mile and a quarter, and what they call it, the fastest 2 minutes in sports.
Yep.
So like those horses are moving, man, and you got to be able to adjust on the fly. You got to be able to adjust real quick, and it ain't an easy job. I mean, and it's a dangerous job. You riding on an animal
Mhm.
that fast,
That
sometimes up to
big.
40 something miles an hour, that big, over 1,000 pounds. And I mean, you saw it before the race. I think I put a message in our group chat, like that horse that upended his jockey before it got
Mm-hmm.
loaded into the gate. Like that changes the complexity of the race. Because now you got horses that are already loaded in, having to sit there longer than what they used to. It makes horses antsy.
Yep.
It delays the loading process into the gate. So that changes everything, man. And it's unfortunate that happened. And glad that the jockey and the horse were okay. Um, but that changed everything. So dangerous sport, man. And he ran. I'm telling you, Ortiz ran a great race and just edged out his brother. That was the funny thing. That was his brother that finished second on Renegade.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Um.
Yeah, and it made history. First woman trainer to ever win the Kentucky
Thank you.
Derby.
Thank you.
Um, and only the second woman in history to win a Triple Crown race. So that a trainer. So that was that was pretty good.
Do you think this horse runs in 2 weeks and can have the same success?
I don't think this horse runs in 2 weeks. This is my opinion. A lot of trainers and owners don't chase the Triple Crown no more
Right.
like they used to back in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. They don't chase it. Um, and to be honest, running 3 races in 5 weeks takes a toll on these horses.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's a lot to do. So I think that and excuse me, my boys are getting back in the car if you hear anybody else talking. But
Oh.
I think that they're going to point this horse to the Belmont,
Okay.
give him a little bit of extra time off, and then in the Belmont you're running a mile and a half, and that's great for a closing horse.
Cool. 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 All
So
right.
I
So,
I think my opinion would be they point him to the skip the Preakness and point him to the Belmont.
all right, Coach. I know you on dad duty picking up. Do we have any stats from the kids? Did they play well today? Did they win? Any updates
So
on that?
so today was the first day.
Okay.
My son Caden back there. Oh yeah, Caden. Say what's up to the fellas.
What's up, Caden?
So this was the first day. This was just meet the coaches day, practice. First day
Okay.
of practice, and they ain't had no game today. They start next week. So
That's what's up. Um.
yeah. And this is Kate Christian.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you
So
doing?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Doing good. What numbers y'all wear? Do y'all get numbers yet? Did y'all get jersey numbers yet?
I'm hoping. I would prefer.
the jersey numbers yet. They get the jerseys next week.
Okay. You was about to say something.
All
What number
right.
you want?
I mean, I would prefer like personally, I want 3, but that's like 5 or 3. That's just me. It all depends. It all depends.
So this will be one of the newest members of the 300.
Okay, that's what's up, baby.
Yeah, he'll be joining us for 7-on-7, man, and playing next season. So
When's the 7-on-7 start? Do you have weekends with the 7-on-7?
the first weekend is June 6th and 7th.
Okay.
That'll be at the 300. We're hosting the PG County tournament. So
Okay.
that'll be that Saturday, Sunday with a big man camp on that Sunday as well. So we got love to the big guy.
All right, that's cool. All right, Coach. The other reason we had you on is you are our connoisseur of crab cakes. So if you
Yes,
would
indeed.
love to give us your insight on crab cakes in the area, I appreciate that, sir.
No problem. Y'all can still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you good.
Okay. So my number one spot, and I mentioned it the other day, my number one spot for crab cake is G&M up in Lithicum. You know, that's my spot there. Love the crab cake. And, you know, if you're feeling real greedy that day, you know, make sure you get the stuffed shrimp. Because the
Ooh.
stuffed shrimp give you 3 shrimp with a whole crab cake on top. I'm telling you, you can't eat it all in one day.
All right, what's number
All
2?
right. So number 2, I'm gonna go with Jimmy's.
Okay.
You know, I love it. I love the crab cakes at Jimmy's. Nice size, cooked well, no filling in it, and you know that's how I judge a good crab cake. If you got a whole bunch of filling in it, I don't want it. That's one of those out of state crab cakes. So I I go with Jimmy's there. And number 3, man, to be honest, I would probably go with Blue Dolphin over in
Okay.
Crofton off of Route 3, man. Like again, it's a little bit of filling in that one, but tastes good, cooked well, nice size. You get your money's worth with it.
Mm-mm.
You got a 4 and a 5?
Nah, I ain't got no 4 and 5.
All right, cool.
4 and 5, and you know, there's a lot of other spots out there that are pretty decent. But those are my three go-tos right there.
So I'm right there and step with you on 1 and 2, Jimmy's and G&M. My 3, I don't remember what the name of the place was, but right before Josh won 05, I used to have a spot in Fells Point we used to go to, and we used to get crab cakes there, and that was one of the better ones. Like that was the whole purpose. Me and my friend called it Crown Royal and crab cakes. That was our evening. Yeah.
Gotcha. There's another place, dang it, and I always forget the name of it. It's in Baltimore. It's like going up towards Rosedale.
That's not Loco, is it?
No, it's like Rosita or Rosales.
Okay.
Something like that. That's a nice spot. Like I said, it's near Rosedale and White Marsh. So
Okay.
that's a pretty decent spot too. So if I had to put a number 4, they'd probably be there.
What's the other spot? My coworker got one from the spot. Let's see if she answered her text while we got the show going. KG, go ahead, because you have made a face when he said Blue Dolphin.
Blue Dolphin has the worst crab cake I've ever had in my life.
You know what? You are the worst guy. I'm starting to get nervous about asking you food questions, dog.
No, because I went there. The crab cake was huge.
When did you go?
Oh, this had to be this is a few years back.
Okay, so now I'm not going to get on you too much about that because there was a time where a couple years ago they changed out owners, right?
Right.
And they changed the recipe up, and I stayed away from there for like 5 years. But I went back about a year ago, and they back on point again.
Okay, I'll give them another chance off your word. But when I went, this is a while back. the crab cake was huge, but when I opened it, it was no meat in it. It was just all filler and bread. And I was like, yeah,
Yep.
I can't take this.
Yep, we talked about the same time period then because
Yeah.
I refused to go there for like 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I had to stretch. I think they had something else. I think they had like a special on certain nights because our coworkers would go on their happy hour and get I don't know if it was the crab balls that they made or if they were actual crab cakes. And it was probably about 6 years ago. It was 2020. And whenever they brought those in, those were good. So I think KG's the guy that now I'm a Chris Collinsworth. Now here's a guy that always finds the food spot on his worst day. Because he also told us to stay away from Coach. He told us to stay from was that 250 or was that barbecue?
Oh, yeah, over in Riverdale 250 barbecue.
You're the only person I know that said no on that place.
Right. I've never been there before, but I've heard everything good about
it. I did not like it.
My cousin he's also one of my favorite foodies. He's like, yo, I don't know what your boy talking about. He's like, your boy.
I did not like it. But when it comes to crab cakes, my number one is Captain Pat's down Dennis Point. They used to be down in Lexington Park, but they burnt down and went to Dennis Point. They got a crab cake that's about big as your fist, and it's all meat. And they had an all-you-can-eat special.
Heard about them.
Yeah, their all-you-can-eat special was like $35. So you get all-you-can-eat crabs, crab balls, French fries, scallops, shrimp, cooked 3 different ways. And like when I tell you get full, but their catfish platter is something to write home about. Because you get the catfish, either a soft shell crab or a crab cake. And one night I got both. I got a deep fried soft shell crab and a crab cake. I was in heaven. Number 2, they not open anymore, and I'm heartbroken. Was Crabline, and it was right here on Marlboro Pike, right at the end of Marlboro Pike by right next to the Eddies.
Okay.
$5 crab cake sandwich that was handmade. Probably the best crab cake sandwich you've ever had because she would deep fry it fresh when you order it. Man. Number 3. I think, what was that place named? Moe's in Baltimore?
Yeah, Moe's, yep.
Yeah, that was another one.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, there's a Moe's in Baltimore and there's one in Glen Burnie as well.
Okay, that's why I know I've seen another one, but I remember the one in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. And 4, geez, where did I don't go too many places. I mean, for crab cakes. Because I mean, you know, we make a mean crab cake at home. I make a mean stuffed salmon at home, you know. But geez, it used to be Phillips, man. Phillips is always a good place to get a crab cake.
Yeah, Phillips used to be the spot, man. Especially back in the 90s, early 2000s.
Man.
Yeah.
See, when you're from the area, you go down to Phillips, you go down to Hogates, and you know, you want to impress a little bit, that's where you go.
Right, spend a little money.
Hey, pin this. First date spots next week.
You said what?
First date spots.
All right, let me put that down. All right.
Now, I'm going to let y'all know about a spot. If y'all ever go across the bridge, right? You ever just traveling over there, going that way. It's a place not too far after the outlets when you cross the bridge, right? It's called Harris Crab House.
Okay.
Got to check it out.
All right.
Across the Bay Bridge.
Yep, across the Bay Bridge. Yep.
Okay.
Heading in that direction. Not too far after you pass the outlets. I'm telling you, everything in there is good. Everything on the menu is good. They even got fried alligator bites on the menu.
Ooh.
Have you guys tried Papa's?
Oh yeah, definitely been to Papa's.
Okay. Now my coworker used to always get that, and every time she came in, the crab cake was like whatever the box was, it covered most of the box.
Yeah. Papa's is good. It can be hit or miss some days, but You catch it on the right day, it's good.
Yeah,
Man.
that's definitely a good spot.
Yep.
Anything you want to promote, Coach, before we let you go?
Man, only thing I want to promote, there's no POC tomorrow, no pretenders or contenders. We got the county lacrosse championships at Lowell High School tomorrow. 5 o'clock the girls' games, 7 o'clock the boys' games. I can't even tell you who's playing because I don't know.
Okay.
But be two good games. Come up there. We had the concession stand ladies up there, man, so you can get your hand, your cheeseburger in the aluminum foil, as
Yo,
Midnight Rider calls it.
KG, tell him you got to get one, dog. You got to get one. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
The
So
Laurel ladies know
also
that.
coming up, man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
No, I was saying the Laurel ladies know I love me my cheeseburger and the wrap, dog. I don't even know if I get condiments on it. I don't even waste time because there's no need for it, bruh. That joint get a right moist. Ooh, that joint, the cheese be folded. Oh. All right, I'm sorry. That was a fat boy moment. Go ahead, Coach. It's all
Hey,
you.
man, look, they love when they love when you shout them out, man. They love when you shout them out. Tuesday, man. Tuesday is a big day at the 300, man. We got our signing day. A lot of kids have already committed and announced, but we do official signing day. We try to do it with all our athletes from various sports, man. Show everybody love, but this year, man, it's a big day because I got 7 guys from the football program that's participating in signing day. The most we've had in the program since, oh man, since I'm gonna go back to like when I was there in '97. Um, so it's a good day for the 300. We also got one of our soccer players that's signing as well, girl soccer players that's signing as well. So it'll be a good day tomorrow Tuesday at the 300, 12 p.m. in the auditorium. I'm gonna try to go live during that event, um, and let everybody see what's going on. We got happening at the 300 this year.
Hey, Coach, I think we're starting to lose you. So if you don't mind, we're gonna let you drop right here because your audio is breaking up. And then if you do me a favor on whatever signing day is, post the videos. Oh, actually, now I think you're all right now. But post the videos when you get a chance on the page so we can recognize those kids. Definitely want to show that support. I tell people all the time, the 300 is my second home. There's always 4300 Harewood Street on Harewood Road, but the 300 got a special spot in my heart for sure. Yeah, see, you froze up. You can't even say what you was about to say. We'll talk to you later, Coach. He's about to say something smart because he knows he's about to say something about me being more. Yeah, nah. That 4300 Harewood Road love is more than my love for the Spartans. I just like him a lot because he's my guy.
Well, Midnight Rider, you wanted to get to this before we got out because I know you got some things to say, and I would love to hear what you got to say about the New Day being released. As far as it was a voluntary release, but
I feel like, and this is gonna be probably the second time that I quote the movie Ali in this show, but there's a point in the movie. I don't know if I can't remember if it's Ali's dad or if it was Bundini, but there's a point when Muhammad Ali breaks up with the woman that plays Jada Pinkett, and the line is, "I don't know how you leave the woman that sent you to the moon." And all I'm gonna say is, over the last 10, maybe 12 years, the New Day has transformed itself. It has morphed itself. It has made itself whatever operate in the space that they allow them to operate in. And I'm actually happy that they get to leave. And I hope that their first stop is AEW. And they go in AEW and they fight FTR. They fight the what's the two brothers? I can't think of their names down. They're on the RVPs of AEW. You know the tag team. It's a tag team. Come on, KG, help me out here.
I'm drawing a blank.
It's the two lightweight white boys. It's not the Hardy brothers, but I'd love to see them in a session with the Hardys. It's like the last name is Jackson, Luke Jackson. Oh, come on, KG, you can't be doing this to me right now. I feel like I'm playing $20,000 pyramid, and my partner just can't get the clues I'm giving them. Luke Jackson and what's his name? All right, forget that. I'm gonna just keep going.
The Young Bucks?
Young Bucks, thank you. Good God. I was like pulling teeth. But no, I would love for them to get in a scenario with those teams and fight some of that out. Because I think the New Day, at their inception, and now I'm gonna be very honest in these moments right here. At their inception, I thought they had a bad gimmick to start with. That the whole gospel and power, positivity, and it just didn't catch me right away. But then they kept bringing it out, and they kept bringing it out, and then it's just like I don't know when, like the turn happened, and this is what I love about wrestling, and this is where I think sometimes people that don't like wrestling and don't love wrestling is there's a spot, there's this moment where the character turns, and I'm not trying to do like a Booker T thing, but it's like the character turns and becomes something different in your eyes. You see the change. You see that they aren't just doing the gimmick becomes part of them. And that's the one thing I've always loved about them. And yeah, they came out with the horns on their head. I didn't really like it, but I got it. They came out with the bootios. I didn't really like it at first, but I got it. Came out with the pancakes. I didn't get it at first, but I got it. Like sometimes I think people think wrestling fans are truly just sophomoric. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the gravitas of the moment. But they don't understand that wrestling is the gravitas. Wrestling is the moment. Wrestling is probably one of the most romantic sports in the world because you have to live vicariously through someone else's motives and motivations. And if you can't live vicariously through that person can't get over. If that person can't touch your heart or your emotions in a certain way, then they can't get over. If they can't exude some kind of reaction from you, they can't exist. And the New Day, whether it's New Day Rocks, whether it's who, all of those things encapsulate a great tag team. And then the fact, the work they did in the ring, and the fact that they even shifted when they weren't getting used by WWE towards the end of their run, and the way they transitioned their characters, dude, that was awesome. Because they knew how to manipulate the crowd. And last night I put a post, or I put a thing in the thing. It's like in wrestling, in order to win the crowd, in order to win Rome, first you must win the crowd. And the New Day was one of the best groups and win in Rome. They never had to stop in the middle of the arena and ask, are you not entertained? Because you were entertained from the first moment and the first minute that they got in the ring. And that was their mea culpa to us. That was their way of showing us the light. It was their way of making what we do as a fan become enjoyable. We got engaged. We said yes to the proposal of accepting the New Day in our hearts and our minds, and as part of our being. I didn't mean to wax poetically there. I apologize.
Look,
but this conversation would have, if you had told me, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you had transposed this conversation and you said to, when did the New Day come out? Like
2014? Yeah, 12, 14, something like that.
Somewhere in that range. If you had said, hey, like future me, this me goes back to 14 me and says, hey, you gonna wax poetically about the New Day. You're gonna have a 3-minute summation of what the New Day meant to you. I'd look at that dude and be like, yo, get out of my house. I don't even know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And for the fact that they transitioned me from a guy that didn't believe and made me believe and made me understand. And even the year they hosted WrestleMania and they brought the Hardys out for the 4-way tag match or whatever it was, dude, like the New Day put in work. The New Day made it happen. All right, I'm done.
I got no beef with that. Let's do a real quick. What you eating,
dude? That's crazy. So I did like chicken tenders and onions yesterday. So I might just finish that off, and do a because I can have chicken tacos with that, or I'm gonna cut up the rest of the onion I got. I got some ground beef, and I might make some spaghetti so that way I can have food for during the week, even though I don't eat it today. So it's only one of the two options.
I haven't got don't know what to cook or what to get for dinner now. You know what? I've been big on chicken.
Right. So have I.
Been big on chicken. You know, I try to stay away from the red meat, but I've been big on chicken. We had meatloaf earlier in the week, which is pretty goddamn good.
I gotta cook that again. So I did my first meatloaf 3 months ago, maybe 4. But
let me ask you a meatloaf question, because I want to see if I'm the only one that grew up like this. Do you put bacon on top of your meatloaf?
No.
Okay. I guess I'm the only one that grew up like that.
So my whole thing is when I do my mix, and this is really since the first time I did it on my own. But I do barbecue sauce, A1 sauce, Worcestershire, onions, peppers. And I just try to get a good mix. And then I try to save some of the Worcestershire and all that stuff so I can coat the top of it with it as well. So I try to do a glaze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you get it just right, it kind of caramelizes over the top.
Yes. Yeah.
I say that because I think I'm the only one. My mother and my grandmother always, when they made meatloaf, they always put bacon over the top. And I was like, nobody else does that. Shoot, leftover meatloaf growing up was like, it wasn't like, oh man, I don't want to eat this. No, it was like, oh cool, I got meatloaf in the house. You cut a piece of that meatloaf, you heat it up a little bit, make a meatloaf sandwich, and you good.
I knew you were gonna say that. When you started the conversation, I was like, I know this dude. I was like, this is I was sitting here because I was texting somebody, and as you were saying it, I was like, he gonna say he gonna make a meatloaf sandwich.
Yeah. I had this conversation with my wife. I said, when you make gravy so good that you go back and you take the leftover gravy and you get a piece of bread and put the gravy over top piece of bread, then put another piece of bread over and make a gravy sandwich. That's how you know that's good gravy. Most people don't know about good gravy.
Right.
A gravy sandwich will do you right.
You know what I really want to make is a what they call? I think they call them French dip sandwiches. It's like roast beef. You get a little so it's a roast beef sandwich, but you get like an au jus that you put on the side and you pour it over the roast beef sandwich.
Mm.
I kind of want to do one of those soon, but I'm not sure how. I got to figure out how I want to do my roast beef. The other problem is, in these economical times, like the roast beef is just priced out of this world. It's just like, yo, it don't make sense. Like I haven't bought steak in a long time just because the prices of steak just don't make sense.
Agreed.
Like it just doesn't make sense. I'll eat chicken all day long until I find me the right price of steak or whatever. Yeah, man.
I think at this point it's cheaper to kill a daggone cow and make your own damn steak.
Hey man, I'm there with you, man. If you want to kill a cow, you got to cut it up because I'm gonna be like Martin and Bad Boys. When you get to a body, yeah, that's me. Yeah, nah,
it's nothing to it.
Bruh. I'll be in the car calling it in. We got a cow. We done killed and KG cut it open. That's about the most you can get from me, bro.
I'm not gonna go into detail. I ain't gonna do you like that, but it's nothing to it.
The details don't matter. I just can't see it. The details don't matter. It's just the scene of the cow being carved up is the part I got a problem with.
I got you.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I told her to tune in because I had something special for her and wrap that shit up. Today is May 3rd. Today is James Brown's birthday, but more importantly, it's my mama's birthday. She turned 70 years old today. So I wanted to get her in the comments to say happy birthday, mama. 70 years. When you two legends gave birth to their 17th legend 70 years ago today, and then 25 years after that legend she gave birth to another legend, which is me. So hey, we was born to do legendary things. That's why we do it. So I celebrate this day hard because if it wasn't for this day, I wouldn't be here. So I appreciate it, and I love you, mama. Happy birthday.
I'm gonna say this, Mama Carol. I love you because back in 1994, you went and bought this boy a North Carolina t-shirt. No, I'm joking. No. I say thank you because what you've built is a young man that is worth his weight. A great father, a person that loves people and treats people the right way. And I know that comes from his home bringing and his home upbringing. So we appreciate you for that. I also appreciate you for being a Carolina fan. But first and foremost, I'm going to say this way. I wouldn't know him if it wasn't for the link between Dwayne and everything. And ever since we've met, we've connected. And I always tell people, I didn't actually meet this young guy until 3 years into us doing shows. And I've always appreciated our moments. So there's a reason why I come to his house for Christmas. I come to his house around Thanksgiving. It's because I appreciate this young guy. And the fact that you gave us him, I appreciate you even more.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, man.
Hey, man, you my guy, man. You're the only person that puts up with this. Like I gotta switch the comic
The
strip
boss
next week.
VJ.
Go ahead.
Hey, nah, I'm right there with you. I shout out to you on them comic strips, man. You are really doing it with those.
Man, I gotta flip one because I know she got on you for doing commercials. So I'm gonna get one. I'm not gonna give away the plot, but let's just say she's gonna get on me for something. So yeah. But she already made her one with the Tom Izzo with the horns.
I saw that.
I gotta find me another basketball play for her. So yeah, man. I'm just trying to, like I said, I haven't been writing anything poetically, so I just try to get the creative out the best way I can, man.
Gotcha. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the show. It's time to go off and enjoy some basketball and things. Oh, my bad. You had that. Thanks for the love and the hugs right back at y'all. You're welcome, Mama.
Yep.
So,
and just so you know, whenever we meet, I'm hugging you. So don't even like, don't give me no side hug, no church hug. I'm hugging you. So just so you know. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
So for the Midnight Rider, I'm the big guy KG. See y'all on Tuesday for Unapologetic, because we talking the GOAT, baby. But before that, make sure you check out Drive Time with Matty Ice tomorrow at 5 p.m. But until then, we are out of here.